So in my last video, I did some preliminary testing here. Here's a cutscene from that video, and at the 37-second mark, I want you to see something that's going on here. At the bottom, see it says, please press delete, or here, let me go full screen with that. Please press delete or F2 to enter UEFI BIOS settings. Now what that is the BIOS screen, like you have like on some of your computers where you boot up. You know how like some of these BIOS have their custom logos going on, like Asus, MSI, Gigabyte, whatever. This hack that I did here, basically this is all that is a BIOS update. This is the Asus. It's a 1155 board. I don't remember the exact model, but I'm using the AI Suite software that lets you change the BIOS logo. And what I did was just make a custom logo. It's just basically one of these 3D Pacman clips that I had found. I cut one of the scenes from that, and then I put the Arcade1Up logo in with it, so that when it boots up at BIOS, it's still retaining that Arcade1Up look to it. So let's carry on with this video, and I want you to see the next thing that's going on here, and that's what we're going to talk about next. Let me go ahead and press play, and I want you to watch this right there, loading Hyperspin, and right here at the bottom it says Freak War PC Custom Builds. Loading Hyperspin. Now what this is Windows 7 x64. I'm using the 64-bit version because I'm using MAME 64. There are a few reasons for doing this. Now you can do this with Windows 10, where you can load up that BIOS screen if you want, or leave it blank if you want, and then have it boot directly into Hyperspin. And everything is black. Now the advantage of doing it on excuse me, the advantage of doing this on Windows 7 is this screen right here that you're seeing right now that I have frozen, where it says loading Hyperspin, and down here where I did a little where it has my channel name there, Freak War PC Custom Builds. That's just a simple hack. And you can find that hack on the Arcade Controls website in the forums, and I will link to that hack later on. Basically, when if you're following along in this video, in the links in the description of the video, you'll see that it actually goes to the Arcade Forums website. You'll be able to actually look for this hack that I'm talking about, where it's basically hiding Windows 7. I'm doing a couple other personal tweaks that I know how to do on it. I can completely hide Windows 7 after I've done this initial boot thing that you're seeing here for Windows 7 and all the shutdown screens and stuff. I will, hide the cursor. I'll hide the desktop. Basically, you won't even know Windows 7 is there. It's a process that's called shelling the operating system, where basically you're booting directly into Hyperspin and nothing else, and Windows will be basically underneath of it all, running it all. You just don't know Windows is there, so you would never be able to tell when I'm finished that this is a Windows 7 PC. But anyways, carrying on here, so this is one of the first things you see is the load Hyperspin thing going on here, and normally on a Windows 7 machine that little logo will shoot down. Now you can animate this next part that you see right here. I did not animate this. I don't know if I'm going to do that in the final version of this cabinet when I'm done. This here was just testing some stuff. Now the thing about this is when you do this, you want to make sure all your updates are done. You don't want to be connected to the internet, because sometimes when Windows 7 doesn't update, it can destroy all this work you did, putting all this character art here, all this lettering, and take it right back to where the default was. Then you got to do it all over again, which is what had happened when I had set this up, and which I knew that was going to happen, but I wanted to show you that so I can start fresh when I get into that portion of it. Right now, I'm just talking about basically the hardware a little bit and what that initial startup is going to do with the hardware. Now, you can use, of course, older Dell computers, old HP computer, whatever, to make an arcade game, and that's fine if you choose to do that. But if you really want some customization, you'll really want to go with a motherboard where you can actually modify that BIOS like you just seen there a little bit ago. And then that way you can add your own little custom thing there, and then you can really start customizing after that. But anyway, so it loaded this Hyperspin thing on the page there. Like I said, this hack that you're seeing can be found in the Arcade Forums website. And then basically what it would do is you wouldn't see this right here that you're seeing that I'm freezing on. It would just go black, and then it would start the movie scene, which would be right here like this. So, yeah. So, that's it for this ranting. Let's go to the back to the screen over here and show you this. Okay, just to have a fast look at this wiring. This connector right here, this end that's black leads out to right there where the coin button lights up. I have the 12 volt powered up there. Now you notice I'm using this series of little connectors here so I can connect and disconnect, because I have these linked, it's kind of hard to see here, linked together. There's a little splitter right here. One splitter goes off into where the coin button lights up, and this other one goes off down to the power. Now I have this set. Let me separate these real fast so you can see this. This is the end where the power comes from. Now you notice this is shielded. That way, you know, if it comes down, drops, not going to touch nothing. The other end is just like the end where the marquee plugged in, except it's a little bit bigger. But anyways, that fits in there. And then, of course, we got the splitter. Let me put this back in here real fast. I'm trying to do this with one hand. Sorry. Okay, so anyways, so the marquee and the coin button are hooked up together and ran as one, and are plugged into this SATA right here. I don't know if I can get that in the camera, but that's what that's plugged into. So if I follow this up, our marquee and our coin button light are wired up and ready to go. I took the amp off of the mining rig for now and set it down there. That kind of helped with the sound interference a little bit, but I do have another amp coming in. This one's just a cheapie off eBay. It's junk. So I got a quality one coming in here. I ain't gonna have that damn whiting. But let me go to the front here real fast and we'll take a look at what we're doing. Okay, so I got my keyboard in my lap here, and it's plugged into the USB port up on front here. Starting to clear up a little bit. This process just takes forever. But anyways, here's my little temporary start button. So let's go ahead and push this and check this out. As you can see, the marquee lit up. The coin door lit up. Let me back up a little bit. Maybe you can see that. Oh, it's booting up. So that looks good. Let's go ahead and let's see. Press this key on the keyboard. Test out Hyperspin. Now Howard was talking about this, how this was just a long entrance, and it's just I should really delete this. This is where I have this set up. If I just tap this, boom, we just go to the Hyperspin screen. Now this control panel is going to take me a while to do, and the filming on it kind of sucks, but alright, there's our sound. But You can see our Bluetooth module thing right down there. Now this, I guess I should clarify a little bit here. Sorry, I moved my microphone down. I should clarify a little bit. This actually is not the volume control. This is just the USB control, and it controls volume on my phone as well. So I can turn up and down the volume over there remotely. The actual volume control is actually going to get mounted in the back of this cabinet. It is a control that's similar to this, where it's got the knob on there. I'll show you that one coming up. But right now I'm just testing out my wiring, making sure my 12-volt stuff lights up, and making sure this turns on. So that's two things. So the amp is also turned on, you know, by the power supply. But I'm thinking I might change out that power supply as well to something a little bit more beefier that maybe causes less interference. I don't know if that'll help, but I do have the new amp coming in. But yeah, as you can see, Hyperspin's doing this little attract mode thing here, where it'll play a brief clip of some of the games, and then it spins the wheel to the next random game. But yeah, anyways, that's it for this. So I've progressed so far. All that's left now is the control panel, and to, you know, tighten this down. I'm waiting on a couple little this or that parts here to get here. And then I want to fix this to these holes. Like I said before, I cut them too high. And so, I don't know, because I still want to have the pinball. So progressing along, we'll keep this going along, and hopefully I'll get to the control panel portion. I do want to talk about the software a little bit here. I haven't got into it yet, and you're not really learning anything in this video except that, you know, my office is trash. But next video I will cover that more. This here is just some testing again. Again, long process, you know, it just get the marquee to light up in this button. We haven't even started on the programming of the buttons here, which is ridiculously tedious. But we'll cut here for now, guys, and I'll see you in the next video.